Forbes has only forecasted $60,000 in total. In fact, a recent analysis called the next Bitcoin is XRP projects that XRP will reach $60,000 and is on its way to $59,472. Forbes anticipates that XRP will hit over $58,000 per XRP live, so this is just the beginning. And other analysts have really confirmed all of this information in public statements. David Schwartz, the CTO of Ripple, even went so far as to explain why XRP cannot be worthless or extremely cheap. After that, XRP will soon soar to beyond $1 million. However, his message was removed shortly after it occurred. Fortunately, we managed to catch it on camera, snap a photo, and share it with you all. This is what it says. David Schwartz is responding to a post that mentions Ripple. It can't be dirt cheap, it says. There's no logic behind that. They require 1 million XRP, which would cost $1 million if XRP is only owned. They would require 1 XRP, which would also cost $1 million if XRP were to cost $1 million. The sole distinction is that payments are less expensive at higher prices. Bitcoin can currently be used to purchase $1 million home, but if it were only 300, the market would fluctuate too much and it would be too costly to be useful. Therefore, increased prices result in lower payments. The CEO of Ripple or high-ranking official of XRP, such as one of its founders or co-founders, has previously stated that XRP will cost tens of thousands of dollars. The same has already been stated by analysts. However, look at this. Arthur Brutti, a co-founder of Ripple, believes that XRP has the potential to scale globally and reach beyond $10,000. What it says is as follows. Arthur Brutti, a co-founder of Ripple, thinks XRP is intended to cost $10,000. According to Brutti, XRP's potential at $10,000 represents its ambitious ambitions and market aspirations, and worldwide scalability is crucial to accommodate the world's 7.5 billion inhabitants. Additionally, David Schwartz, or my bad, in the quote tweet, Arthur Pritchett, co-founder of Ripple, stated that XRP is intended for $10,000 and needs to be scalable to support 7.5 billion users. In addition to stressing the significance of scalability and fulfilling its goals, he stated that he believes XRP is an initial asset connected with Ripple's design with the aim of reaching $10,000. He said that XRP must be able to accommodate the full global population of 7.5 billion people. Naturally, Vilho Capital, one of the biggest venture capital organizations, has now stated that they anticipate XRP will reach between $10,000 and $35,000. Look at this video. I'll play it for you all soon. It essentially shows that Forbes predicted that XRP would reach $60,000 within the next 10 years, but that several analysts, including Vilho Capital, a global venture capital firm, said they saw it separate $35,000 and that institutional demand would cause it to soar to between $10,000 and $35,000. We'll roll the clip now. Based solely on your honest assessment, where do you think XRP will be at, say, 1 month following regulation?
Yeah.
Therefore, we think that the SEC case is currently the final domino to fall in regulation, and that could be fixed in a number of ways, but it could also be fixed by enacting excessive regulations. But we do know it's coming, don't we? I believe that the global situation is such that we will require a solution like an XRP for liquidity purposes sooner rather than later. So when I say imminent, I would be shocked if we are actually still involved in the SEC litigation a quarter from now. The question then becomes, okay, so we've solved it magically. What happens to the price? Projecting that it is a double-digit number is simple. As a result, I believe it instantly rises to $10 or even $20. The wild card, in my opinion, is that a deal between governments and central banks is actually needed to make XRP the world's bridge currency and a neutral asset that can be exchanged between them to convert one form of fiat to another. That brings us back to our original discussion. If that is what happens, it must sort of pay for everything. In my opinion, XRP would agree to a range that you suggest. This would therefore occur instantly, with each coin costing between $10,000 and $35,000. And, our life may be the same or different. I'm not sure. Most likely somewhat different. Prior to continuing, I must inform you all about Pan Exchange, the top XRP ledger platform, which enables you to purchase and sell all of your preferred XRP ledger tokens, including XRP itself. Favorite sections have been added to the new version. Basically, all you have to do is click on that to add it to your favorites if you want to keep an eye on your most preferred XRP ledger coins. Furthermore, you can make a direct purchase using a credit card, debit card, or any other kind of payment. You can also take your XRP out. Once more, that includes sending XRP straight to your bank. For instance, if we look at XRP, we can see that it can be bought and sold using CART if we move all the way to the right. Additionally, you are free to use the payment provider of your choice. Therefore, you have the option to use Transact or Bank Sell. Naturally, you can then sell it and transfer it straight to the bank or buy it immediately with USD. Therefore, if you wish to sell 100 XRP, transfer the money straight to your bank. You can do it with ease though. The nicest thing about all of this is that there are no fees associated with buying and selling for swapping. Therefore, when you exchange on the XRP lender, you won't lose any money due to transaction fees, which is a huge benefit. By providing you with an overall scorecard, it also provides you with a wealth of information on that product in particular. All of the order books and their transaction history are disclosed. Thus, once more, this is the most important. They even offer an Android and Apple mobile app for the XRP Ledger exchange. Once more, it's really unusual. For the XRP Ledger market, it is the most reputable and reliable source. Therefore, be sure to check them out. Both exchange.com and the description will have the link. Let's immediately return to the video though. First, according to Forbes, XRP will hit $58,000. That's how we achieve widespread adoption, everyone. Everyone must acquire knowledge. You most likely missed this, but Forbes magazine ran an article predicting that XRP would reach $58,000 for a limited period of time before quickly removing it. The token price was $58,000, not $5.80 or $58,000. Now consider why one of the largest financial media outlets would release such a figure. I'll explain why. It's not arbitrary. It's not an exaggeration. It's weight and practicality. XRP will require billions of dollars in real-time liquidity if it is to be the bridge currency for the new financial system, facilitating cross-border payments, tokenized assets, derivatives, and CD. Is that the only conceivable way? A more expensive XRP, trillions of dollars cannot be transferred with a token that just costs a few dollars. However, at $58,000, you may rapidly settle large deals with just a few tokens. The new system scales in this way. Additionally, the fact that they remove that item indicates to me that we are closer to that turning point than most people think. I don't believe that anyone was supposed to say the silent portion aloud. Therefore, don't let the hubbub divert you. The new financial systems foundation has already been established while everyone is preoccupied with nasty coins. Additionally, you will either be in position or left behind when they flip that switch. When discussing the XRP ledger, it is impossible to overlook the Kinta Training Fund, the top-ranked XRP ledger DeFi coin, with just a $20 billion market capitalization. The XRP ledger is the first and most popular DeFi coin on the XRPL and Polygon chain. It is literally